Hi guys, I'm Yolanda. Welcome to my channel, Redhead Promise Illumination. So today we're going to talk about fitness. And I know when I say fitness, people are thinking about like, working out in the gym or getting sexy in the gym or getting buff in the gym. No, we're going to talk about mental fitness. So I had a friend call me the other day and she heard a little bit about my story and she wanted to know how I did it. How I did what? How did I lose weight? And the first thing that went through my mind was, oh, I run and I'm running miles and I go to the gym and I go to boot camp. And then I was like, no, I have to tell her my story from a long time ago up until now. Like I didn't just wake up and start running miles and going to boot camp. So I'm going to give you guys a little insight to my story. So about 5 years or so ago, I was working in a physician office. And at that time, I was having back pain, lower back pain. And it started out slowly. First, it would hurt when I sat down. And then it started hurting when I stood up. So then I couldn't stand up or sit down for long periods of time. And I'm not a medication person. I know that sounds crazy because I'm a nurse. Most of you don't know that, but I'm a nurse. But I rarely take medication. And at that time, it was getting bad that I was wanting to take medication. Like I was like, my back is hurting and there's nothing that I could do about it. So I ended up making an appointment with one of my friends there. She was a nurse practitioner. And when I got in the room that day, she did the whole weight, height, all that, the medical stuff, and asked me a series of questions, or whatever, went over the whole shebada. And then she started running physical tests. She's like, bend over, touch your toes, put this leg up, put this leg down, lay on the bed, put this leg up, put this leg down. And then we got to the meat. She told me to lay down with my feet flat on the table. And when I lay down and put my feet flat on the table, I had a slight rise in my feet. And any other time I didn't notice this because by the time I got home, I would just conk out because at that time I was going to school full time, I was working full time, and I was running a business full time. So, and I had a family, which I had a husband and 2 sons. So I was like, rubber hit the road as soon as I got up in the morning. And when I laid down at night, I laid down. So I didn't notice that my feet were elevating when I laid down. And what it was is my body was compensating the pain. So she was like, okay, we're going to run some blood tests and we're going to do some other things and I'll see, whatever. So the test came back. I go in there and I see her and she's like, really, I don't know what's wrong. She's like, all your blood work looks good. She's like, you're like a picture of health. Like, I don't know what to tell you. She said, the only thing that I see is wrong is you're obese. She's like, you weigh 293 pounds and you're 5'8". Like, you're obese, that's the only thing that I can think of. And when she said that to me, it hit me like a tub of lard. Like, my stomach dropped because I was just living my life and, going about my day to day thinking I was fine. Literally, I thought I was fine. No, I was thinking that everything was fine and I was obese. And, it made me think like I need to do something, and I didn't know what that something was, but I know I needed to do something. And so all day it was bothering me, the words that she had spoken to me, like, you are obese, you're obese. And I'm like, how did I even get here? And so at that given moment, I didn't like start Googling weight loss pills or anything crazy like that. I just was thinking like, what do I eat? Because at that time I was so busy, not that that is an excuse, but I didn't even take the time to see what I was doing to myself. I didn't take care of myself physically, mentally, or anything. So I realized is I had an unhealthy relationship with food. So when I say unhealthy relationship with food, most people were like, oh, you were anorexic or you're bulimic. No, that doesn't always have to be the extremes. I just had an unhealthy relationship with food. So I was eating everything at any time. So when I was sad, I had to eat. When I was happy, I had to eat. When I was melancholy, I had to eat. Like emotional, anything had to do with emotional or issues, I would pan those things off to the side and use food as a guide to make me feel better or compensate, or, you know, everything centered around food in my life. And that was very unhealthy because obviously it was allowing me to gain a substantial amount of weight. So eventually over time, I stopped doing certain things. I stopped eating certain things at certain times. If I was upset, I dealt with that problem. If I was happy, I didn't, oh, I'm so happy, let me go get some ice cream. No, I stopped doing that. Or if I had gotten, you know, if I, at that time I was running my business and, you know, I just eaten breakfast and I go to my business building and someone offered me something to be nice, I would take it and eat it. But you don't have to. I started to say no. So my question for you is, do you have a healthy relationship with food? What is your relationship with food? That is the challenge question today. And so I said all that to say we can go on fad diets. We can do all this physical fitness and run and do all these things. But if we don't have a healthy relationship with food, we will end back in the same spot that we came from, which is not good. So that's my rant for today. Thank you guys for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Later.